Thanks for doing all this. I love the sweet side of you. That makes me feel like you actually love me.
Wow.
Do you feel romance in the air?
I don't believe that you would be here to be with me. I feel so happy to see you here, especially. It's like a dream, and in some way, what's the point we can say it's real. Anyway.
Oh, very sweet, babe. Look at you being so romantic today. I'm happy to be here too.
Yesterday it was 0%, rounds 7%. Slowly, step by step, we can be like 0% and 50% now.
What percent do you need to actually engage 100?
Exactly.
And you're only at 7 right now?
Just numbers. We tell me to read more than 200.
Right. On a scale from 0 to 100%, how much do you love me?
I always remember the
Hello, guys. Hello. Welcome, guys. I can see you guys. Thanks a lot for coming on board. Thanks a lot. Wow. Thanks a lot. So still wet a little bit.
So, you want to go to desserts?
Huh?
You want to go to desserts? You say desserts?
Dessert. Not the desert.
So the general, welcome. Thank you for joining the show. Kevin Patoloya, thank you, my buddy. Thanks a lot for joining the show. Hello, Passage Finder. Thanks a lot. You're welcome. Highly welcome. Glad to have you on board. Thanks a lot. You're welcome. Wow. What a day. Well. We let's see how it goes. Then we just rub shoulder with whatever we have on the table. So today's like a free fall, and anything on the table, it's okay. We can, discuss anything on the table, the latest, the trending, and whatever we feel about it. Yeah, it's part of a reaction. That's what that makes reaction thick because you have to just keep thinking of several scenarios, what that could be, or what that is yet to come. It's all a public arena for that. So that's what we have the reaction video. Anyway, guys, welcome to the house. Welcome to the chat. And please be guided that this is just a reaction video. And all the content we have out here is based on what that is being already diffused online. And our own here is just to, make some meaning into what we see, into what we hear. And in some ways, it can also help somebody, educate somebody, or even the people involved. So this is a part of the reaction chain that we all like to be part of, because we all enjoy whatever that comes with it. So as the topic suggests today, so it's going to be like a free fall. It's going to be a hello, Nikki, darling. Welcome to the show. Thanks for joining the show. So it's going to be so whatever is in the table, that's going to be fine for us. And we're just going to hit the road just like that. And every person's opinion is counted. So I hope we wouldn't have some people kicking out some people here again today. So I'm trying to minimize that risk for now, and let's see how it goes. So hello, Sonia Adventure. Thanks a lot. Welcome. How are you doing, Sonia? Wow. So guys, a lot has been diffused recently with Demon. I wish she had just, zip up a little bit. But hello, the world of Ragu. Father Ragu, how are you? Welcome to the show. Thanks for joining the show. You're highly welcome. Thanks a lot. How are you? Longest time. Long time no see. Our well-renowned father. Yes, that's true. Welcome. So, and we see a lot, but what we have seen now so far, we are not sure that the day is in the village. It can be a transitional period for her, trying to navigate her way about this paperwork. So we knew that was going to happen. Yes, the world of Ragu, I am doing well and I am breathing. Oh, that's very important. That's the most important of it all. At least once you breathe, then you can stand. That's life, which means me, I'm still existing. How you doing? I'm great. I'm great. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot. So we see that the trend is not trending, and we also believe that if she had, zip up her mouth a little bit, probably things couldn't have gone so spiral. And you never know what's going to happen because with anything paperwork, resident permit in Europe or any civilized world, it takes time because the immigration wants to investigate to do their own finding. It's not just that you just give them paper and they just stamp it and give it to you. No, they have to make some control. And who are we talking about? Okay, we are talking about Di Mwango. She's close to you. You are in Germany, world of Ragu, and she's in Poland. And well, she went there and she got married to a Polish guy, but she's been too much on the social media, showing her day-to-day life, everything, and a lot of controversy. Then at the end, yeah, did I ever meet that person? Di Mwango. If you Google her channel, you will see her maybe from there because I know you follow loads and loads of Kenyan people, so it's possible you know her through some of them. Though I don't think she's on that group. No, on that group, not quite, but she could. They will know her too. But it's a popular person from Kenya. So, but the only thing is that the story is that she just decided to just pipe low and didn't want to be contacted and just wanted to get out of the net. But she's been carrying the story about the marriage, about everything. So as a reactor, we're worried. Is she okay? So just checked. She can't be so popular because I don't know her. What of Ragu? That is true. That is true because if she were to be really, really popular, obviously would have known her. Loads and loads of people. Yeah, that's true. That maybe in her own way, some people like she claim, oh, she has almost close to half a million subscribers, 467,000 precise, around that. So for her, she terms herself as a big YouTuber, but she diffused too much in the net. So that is where the problem is because everything from day to day, waking up from your bed, you sleep and all that. And reactors too are ready to cash in on it because that's the job of a reaction. And YouTube recognized this role of reaction. Just like the mainstream media, you also have some panelists that every week they review all the stuff that was put out there in the newspaper, in the TV. They sit down and they review everything. So reactors on the TV too, on the internet too, has almost the same thing too, the same power too. And if it wasn't that, then YouTube could have banned a reaction, but it didn't ban reaction. So that means a reaction is a pivotal part of the YouTube world. Yes, because somebody has to contrast the story, has to see whether that story is really true, whether it balanced, whether it suits the environment, whether it makes people to learn or not. Siri, what are you doing here? I don't want you here, Siri.
Ik heb hiervoor toegang tot je YouTube-gegevens nodig.
Nee, I don't
Geen
need you.
probleem. Ik doe het niet.
Okay, thank you. Siri is talking to me. I said, I don't need you. He said, okay, no problem. So it's better. So At least Siri can talk. Technology, my God. Technology has taken a different dimension. So, okay, Walter Rago said, what happened? They kicked her out of or something. British American, hello, welcome, darling. You're welcome. Maybe she means unpopular. No, she's not yet kicked out, or we don't even know because she just disappeared completely. Because this is somebody that wakes up on the internet every day, every day. She's waking up from going to pick her eggs, from cutting the woods with the hack on top of snow. World of Raguya in Germany, you know how that place is. And it's one interior village inside Poland. It's like an abandoned place. It's like an abandoned farmhouse, partitioned to create a small room and a kitchen. So we don't really know what it is. Is it for paper? Because they have a very big house, a villa in Africa. What will she be doing right there? So that brought a lot of curiosity because of what she was posting. So people also reacted to what she posted. So, but at a point now, it's like she's withdrawing back, that she wants to take a break. She does not want anybody to contact her. And she does not even also want, she doesn't want anybody to, her own fans to even write to her through her private mails and all that stuff. So we started wondering, could she have been deported, or is she in the deportation camp, or is she already back to her village? So this is the point that we have. Nobody is sure. There's a lot of speculation. And in as much as I try to stay a little bit in the middle, but I come to realize that she does not even listen to people, because we advised her that she should keep some few things to herself. She should hide not everything you have to put out there, because when you put it out, there are people that are ready to run on it. So this is the problem where she has found herself today. But that disappearing is what had scared everybody. Yeah, I want everything to be well for her. I wish her well. She's married. If it's for the paper, no problem. But please try to zip up your mouth. That's what we advised her from the beginning, because these are things that you don't just go around making noise about. So, Anson Thompson, welcome, darling. How are you? Thanks a lot for joining. Thanks a lot. So the World of Rago said, as much as I like being on YouTube, doing ding ding, so I never share anything of my private life on YT. There is reasons why we are visible on our channels, but not sharing private things. Yeah, that's always the case, because when you share, people are also entitled to react. Reaction is, important. So that's exactly where we find ourselves here, because it's like we can't do without reacting, and YouTube permits it. Once YouTube permits it, so why not? So if you don't want your things, your dirty linen spill outside on the TV, on the internet, then you don't even need to bring it. But when you bring it, we're going to iron it. We're going to see where we can also advise her. We're even trying to educate her that life is not like that. You didn't need to bring out all your dirty linen outside. So it's a sort of educational content that we even create in the form of a reaction, just to help her and help others too. So that's it. So the World of Ragu, yes, and I like to sleep in peace, though. It's good. As I am from Germany, I can't really comment on a deportation camp or simple, but I would have quite some comments on that, as a sense of humor is relatively dark. Yeah, that's true. That's true. I understand. Anyway, she's in Poland, so not in Germany. So you're safe. You don't need to comment. You're safe about commenting, no problem. So Nikki, yes, World of Ragu, she has no filter, and she is quite uneducated about many things she speaks about. Yeah, that's the thing. She doesn't hold back anything. She just throw out things, and she doesn't even know how the system works in Europe. She doesn't know the immigration system everywhere. In today's modern world, people, many countries, they try to restrict this sort of immigration. It really has to be necessary before you are allowed and to have even the residency, but you have to pass through a lot of things, there's a standard rules, because sometimes they can think it's like in Yabohan said that they will go and give police $300, say lock up this one, as if they hold the key to the cell, to the police cell in Yabohan said. Line up people. The last one that the brother did. Okay, I want this one inside. I bring $300. I want this guy to inside. As if they hold the key to the cell, the police cell in Yabohanse. So probably she thought about that here at most, maybe she take a lawyer or money, it will do. But the rules are there, and those rules needs to be followed strictly. So that's what she messed up. So Dr. Cherry, welcome to the chat. Thanks a lot for joining the chat. How are you doing? Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot. You're welcome. So what the Rego said, Nikki, that explains why people might not be too amused about whatever she does there. As I said, she can't be that famous. I never heard of her. Well, the Rego, that is true. And we, the small YouTubers, at least you know us. But that one said she's a big YouTuber. But anyway, it doesn't matter. We're not in competition. I also like that. I like what she's doing. Oh, wow. What a surprise, Waldo Ragu. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot. Thank you. Wow. Bless up, bless up. Thank you. Thank you. So we see this sort of a woman, if she talks too much. And then meanwhile, this is something like, it's not a straightforward something. And everybody knows. And you're coming before audience every day. Even said, when they drove past, the mother-in-law took her past somewhere. So that's the office. My mother-in-law work in this office. This is the police office. So if anybody come after me, then he will know. You can imagine that. She can run down that family for nothing. She can run them down for nothing. Because every day you want to take videos inside their house, everything. You put in cameras before them. My God, I don't know. And the mother was a teacher in which supposed to raise them to standard, that the things you can do, that things you just cannot do. You don't talk anyhow. You're a woman. You have to respect yourself even a little bit. Your privacy remains your privacy. But we never really get to, see that part of them. They just behave somehow. The brother is there locking up the whole village, giving the police money. I want you to lock up this one, the next one, the other one too. I want him inside. I'm going to pay, this is $300 openly. While the father one time to hit somebody right in the police station there, and the police were just standing looking because they paid them money, they gave them money. Right in front of the police and in the police station, the father hit somebody there. And the police were just looking because that's an assault, a public assault. They could have arrested him there. But because of the money that they give them, man, they control everything. They control the village. And now I hope the sister doesn't think when he goes out, he can control anybody outside, because she's going to find a different ball game. So Nikki said the word of Regu, count your lucky stars that you don't know. She has one of the most annoying laughter you can imagine, like a hyena separated from her pack. That's what the hyena world has really gone for. Everybody's thinking of that. Everybody says the same thing. So word of Regu, my dad, rest his soul, was a teacher too. And look at me on YouTube roasting people whenever I can. And to repent, playing gospel music too. Yeah, sometimes things happen, But for a good purpose, it's still okay. Yeah, man, you're enjoying yourself every day. And, your channel is fastly moving and all that. And you have loads of people that really admire you, adore you. So that's at least one good part of you that has come out, and that's what people enjoy about you, about associating with you. So this is what these people lack, because as children of a teacher, though the mother was an absent mother. Hello, Cruz Bolero, how are you? Welcome to the house. Thank you for joining the show. Thank you. So though the mother was an absent mom, a weekend wife, she was teaching somewhere and was living in the school. So leaving them for the father. And the man too is another, what should I say? Maybe they took after the guy because since they were raised up by him, because he was always the one in the house with them. The mother was a weekend wife. So probably that has not really, that has affected a little bit of the upbringing. That's what I said. So that even when they go outside, the behavior, the character is almost the same. It's somehow. Hello, Camo. Welcome to the house. Thank you, Camo. How are you doing? So, Lucy, darling, welcome. Thanks a lot for joining the show. Thank you, Lucy. Okay, the world goes. Yes. Vico, see, I remember you have been to my monetization party last year. Yes, I was there as far as I remember. And you know, the YouTube Pope, me, I know. The Reverend Father, Reverend World of Ragus. Guys, World of Ragu is a Reverend Father, is an anointed Catholic Reverend Father. Yes, our YouTube Pope. So we respect him a lot. Yeah, last year I was there in your monetization, party, and Goga really, Goga just surprise everybody, just direct everybody straight to you. And you came out from the church and you were so surprised. And Goga is such a good guy, he knows how to organize all these things, He really is a good guy, good guy, He helped me out too, because during my monetization, I made a mistake too. And instead of writing my name, as a private person, I wrote Vico Real. So for them, they thought it was an organization. And they started asking YouTube, I started asking me paper for your registered company, a tax return, this. Then I said, what have I gotten myself into? I never said I have a company, I'm registering. I said, no, this is just a private account. So when I talked to Goga and he put me on the computer and we review all the things that I had filled in, he said, Echo, this is where the mistake is. Instead of writing your name as a personal individual account, you wrote a Vico Real. So for them, it's like a company. So we had to cancel it. And after, refill it again, fill the form again, and they submitted it, and some few days and answered, and it was okay. So that was my own story about the monetization. That was about the only part that I had some problem, but it was okay. It was okay. Goga is a good guy. So, World of Ragu, well, you're welcome. You're welcome. Passage Finder, hi, Lucy. And Lucy, yes, the World of Ragu, yes. In Poland, people are very different to social media. They use it, they like it, but they don't like to be shown the wrong way. And if someone playing with them, they're not happy about it. Yes, because there she had all the cameras on their faces, but we don't know why. Probably initially they accepted it during the marriage too, they accepted it, or probably it get to their nerve up here and they said, hey, stop it, it's getting too much, which was quite much. I wouldn't want to anytime we see you putting a camera on my face. I have friends here too that don't want camera on their face. Even, is it the day before yesterday, I went with my friend, Taiwanese friend. She doesn't like camera. So I showed her a little bit. I said, hey, Kathy, you are the pilot today. And he was doing like this, Vico. So sometimes, it happens like that. People that don't just like it and you can't invade their privacy. But for this very aspect, maybe they know about what she is doing with the son. So probably to a certain stage, but to a certain stage, they can also sit back and say, hell, the way this lady is going to get all of us into trouble. Better we start pulling down, or we tell her to, pipe low. Because meanwhile, she hadn't gotten the residency permit yet. And every day she's streaming there. And she came in as a visitor through Spain. So with YouTube there, and they're super slapping her. So the Polish government can see all that. They will see that, all that super slap. Well, so you're here, you marry, you're waiting for residency permit. You haven't even gotten residency permit talk less of having a job, and you have a job, because YouTube, as much as you earn money, it's like a job, only that you have to declare your income and all that. So that's where the problem is. So by the time she decides to disappear now, so we try to wonder, where is he? Where is he? People said, oh, maybe she's been deported. Maybe she's in deportation camp. Or maybe she went to Albania, because from Albania we learned, there is an arrangement from there that, they can apply online, and the husband can go there to speed up and get her into Poland, but she has to exit Poland again, but probably her visa had even expired. So by the time she decided to run away, we knew something happened. But then we want her to succeed. The only thing is that she should zip up her mouth a little bit, because it's based on what she put out there that people react. It is normal to react, because when you react, at least you create an awareness for somebody who could fall into the same situation, and how that person could be lifted out of that situation, that problem. So that's exactly what it is. So Passage Finder, okay, welcome. Thanks a lot for coming. And Dr. Choi said, Vico Sheen and her brother come from a village with a civilization 400 years behind. Exactly. And expect to easily adapt in the modern world. They must have missteps, since they do not take advice. That's exactly the same thing, because when you talk to somebody in Nairobi, the idea about the people here where they are is different. They have a different conception that it's about them, that there it's I don't really mean to put them down. There are other nice people there in that village too. Yeah, but the difference is much. It's like some countries, it's like in my own country, you had education 60 years in the south, and 60 years after, before you had education in the northern part. And that's where you have the Muslims there. So 60 years, so the gap was just too much. It is now that they're trying to bridge that gap. They even had to cut off mark for them to go to school, university. They had to bring it down for them to be able to get into the university, to grow up. If not, it was the gap was just too much, because the South, 60 years, you mean to have a formal, normal education, go on scholarship to America to study in those days, to England, and the people out there, maybe one out of maybe 1,000 was able to. So before the education process can really expand to that side, it was, it took time. So I see that people from like Nairobi, the bigger cities, the most times when they talk, they said, oh, this other side is really, really, they still need to come up, because sometimes it's like they are not even part of Kenya. If you're part of Kenya, then it's supposed to at least measure up a little bit. Though there's still some brain in that village. I saw quite some brain there. If you guys remember, Emmanuel Pham is from there. If Mora knew Emmanuel Pham was so intelligent, he wouldn't have employed her. He wouldn't have employed him, sorry. Emmanuel Pham is very intelligent, because when you see the content Emmanuel Pham is putting out, it's like Emmanuel Pham, when they prepared with his camera, with his camera. So, I mean, we all, World of Ragu said, we all want a visibility, and we all want attention. That's why we are on YouTube, but I really like my private life too. That's why I keep that completely out of my channel. Yeah, that's true. If you want your peace, because at the end of the day, you need your peace by the time you decide to go to bed. So there's some few things within your house that are really important, that really needs to be private. You just keep it private. Yeah. It doesn't mean that if you're a YouTuber that you cannot do a content outside, do other things, but not waking up in the morning. You're showing me how you wake up, how you go to brush your mouth. Man, that's too much. So Nikki, I just subbed World of Ragu. Yes, thank you, Nikki, for doing that. So World of Ragu, please guys, show World of Ragu a love. Subscribe to his channel, please. You like him? He's a good guy, good guy. Please guys, let's support the World of Ragu. So, and studying in America, World of Ragu said, I heard a brilliant joke about that. Why are all US Americans so dumb? Because they shot the smart ones. Sorry, I just could not resist. On the rug. Sometimes, you can be funny. You're pulling our legs, eh? You're pulling our legs. But anyway, it doesn't matter. Freedom of speech. We're in democracy. When I see some kids crying, and the mother will say, shh, shh. I said, no, we're in freedom of speech. Let them cry. Let them talk. It's part of life. Yeah, so and Nixon Beresha, hey bro, welcome. Thanks a lot for joining the show. Thank you, Nikki. Yes. So what I was Vico, the thing is, I need to iron my face in the mornings before appearing in public so that I don't scare people off. That is why I will never be rich on Whitey. My makeup artist is too expensive. But what of Ragu, you already have a fine face now, so you don't need makeup now. You already have a fine face, and you're still young. So you don't need makeup artists, please. Namaste, welcome. How are you doing? Thanks a lot for joining the show. So anybody here has noticed where a moon face is? Let's iron it out. Anybody has an idea where we can find moon face? Can we look for moon face? Father Ragu, maybe. Father Ragu, maybe moon face is hiding in your area. If you see somebody like that, please let us know, so that at least our mind will be at peace, that at least we have found her. Oh, Moonface is the same Jim Mwango, eh? It goes by different name. Many people, everybody come up with a name. Agama lizard, Moonface, Demon. Somebody gave one name one time here. I can't remember. Oh, Nixon, were you the one that gave her a name or Namesta? Somebody gave her one name, I forgot, cactus or something. I've forgotten. She's hiding in the chicken coop. Passage finder says she's hiding there. Did you see the time she entered there? I hope with the dog. What is the name of that dog's name even? Maybe with the dog. I call her, yes, Jackfruit Face. Yes, Passage Finder, yes, Jackfruit Face. Yeah, so the world of Ragu, she has different names. So Jackfruit Face, Moon Face, I don't know who gave her Moon Face, and Agama Lizard, and Demon, and which other one? So everybody just a name that can go with, because there was a time they were giving people strike all over. So people invented their own names, and the names went, because people started getting used to the name. That's at a point, the people forget about the real name. So that's it. Well, currently, the moon is shining here, so it has not been stolen by her. That is true. That's true. You mean there's moon right now in your place? Well, it hasn't passed. It hasn't crossed over here. It's still in Germany. It hasn't crossed over here. Lilipad, hello, darling. Welcome. Thanks for joining the show. Thank you, Lilipad. It's a long time. I haven't seen you. What happened? Where were you, Lilipad? Did you travel or something? Okay. So Nikki Namesta, yes. And Beresha Nixon, is that what your crystal ball told you? Jackfruit. And the Passage Finder, yes. So what happened there is that let us look for Moon first, Jackfruit first. Let's look for her. At least let's advise her this time. Let her stay calm. Let her stop talking until she get the paper. That's all she wants. That's all she need. Let her stop talking. She's talking too much. My God. Even the family should be embarrassed, because if something go wrong, the family too will have a problem too. The Pietro himself too will have a problem. Let's advise her to stay calm this time, get her paper, do her things. Yeah. Hello, Andrew. Welcome. One love, day of reckoning. Thanks a lot. Welcome. Thank you, Andrew. So let's advise her that she should stay cool from wherever she is. I will wish her the best. I will want her to get the papers too, but at least try to, mellow down, because this is something that she could have done quietly. Nobody would have known anything. She could have gone quietly, collect her papers, do some small content once in a while like that. But not everybody pouncing, abusing reactors too. When you abuse people, of course, people are ready to, open up on you. Every small hole, everybody now said deported is in the village. I cannot find her in the village. I've researched everywhere. I cannot find her. That's why I don't want to go with that one bed. It's also something good too, because she too should do the same thing with other people. When she said that the reactors, if she doesn't poop, that they don't eat. So when you use dirty words like that, now reactors too, they come after her. So wish me, I wish you. Wish me good and I wish me good. I wish you good. So that's what she's getting right now. So the pacifier said, at least we won't have to listen to that annoying laugh of hers. Yeah, that's true. That's true. That will die down for now. For now, I know she's on transit somewhere. I know she's on transit. It could be in Albania. It would have taken a way out there to get the visa there to enter through Poland. She could be there, just lying low there. I think so. But to Kenya, I don't know about that. I don't know about that. But any person that decides to go with that story, for me, is still fine, because she too, that's how she insults people. You guys remember what she did to AM Carol, telling all her audience, go and report her and come back here to me to tell me. And that day she had well over 600 subscribers online that day. Go and report her. This is the button you will touch. This is, you touch here and report her for abusing, for this, for this. She was, lecturing them. And they all did. And they all come back and said, yes, done. Yes, done. He said, oh, thank you. Thank you. Yes, done. That's done. So when she did that, when you did that to somebody, man, if the person has any loophole on YouTube, obviously has to repay you back, to return. So that's exactly what I see here. She's also been annoying other people. So whether she's being deported, she's not being deported, well, that's her business. Well, after all, she put her ass out there. If she didn't put her ass out there, who would have gone after her? Who would have known that she was even in Poland? Nobody would have known. Yeah. So Afro Kinita, welcome to the house. How are you doing, Afro? How are you guys doing? How are you doing? Thanks a lot for joining. I am Lucy. Lucy, how are you doing? Lucy, connect with World of Ragu. World of Ragu will connect with you too. Let's support World of Ragu, guys. Please, please. Let's support him too. So Nixon, wow. So Nixon, what do you think? What do you think? Where do you think the Moon Fest is? Where do you think? You think he's still on a transit? Kazan, darling, how are you? Welcome to the show. Where do you think she is? Lucy, tell me something. You think she's in Kenya, in Nairobi, or she's in Albania on transit? I want to believe she's on transit in Albania. That's what I want to believe. Hello, Coco Grace, darling. Welcome. How are you doing? I'm fine. Welcome to the show. Thanks a lot. So, and Walter Rago said, being honest, I love to roast people like there's no tomorrow, and I make the most out of it, but I can only do that with people who I like. And those people usually understand that it's just a joke. I know. When I see you and Goga joking. Goga is such a funny guy. He will joke till tomorrow, and anyway, he knows how to pull your legs too, and you two, you understand each other well. So it's part of it, Friendship are simple things that attract people to each other. That very small, simple things, very simple things. It doesn't cost anything, and you enjoy the company, and that's it. You feel free. You can discuss your personal situation and get some advice on both sides. So it goes well. It helps. So that's exactly what's happening. So, and I'm Lucy. I think she has decided to go on the ground in Poland. Yeah, I think so. She would have done that. We know how the immigration system works all over here. And we know that there are certain rules that you cannot bend. It's not like their police station in your hands that they can buy. So we know all that. So she can't go too fast. So Nixon said Moonfest wants to be like a Trudy. So she is going to the village to drink the fertility concoction con mom prepared for Rocio, remember? I doubt. I doubt. Yep. I put on I charge this thing now. So, and well, for whatever reason, if she decides to have a baby with Piotr, it's still fine. At least another Muzungu baby will come to the village. At least that's something good, eh? So it's competition between her and the brother. Hello, Angela. Welcome to the house. Thanks a lot. I said to Goga, I will wear my priest outfit when I arrive in Kenya to visit the diocese. Goga's comment, I will not pick you up from the airport. Goga is joking. He's always joking. He's always joking. He will come. He will come, you know. Oh my God. Goga is such a nice guy, you know. He always make people laugh, yes. So Nikki said, I don't think a Pero would want a baby with her. No, Pero would not want. Pero, as of now, is still hiding her from his friends, his close community. You cannot say that that guy stayed only there for only his parents. He doesn't have friends. He doesn't go out. He's a young guy. That guy shouldn't be more than 25 or below. If you guys look at that guy's face, it should not be more than 25 or below. That's what I think he is. So he's just managing the situation. And Dr. Cheryl said, Vico, is she going to hide in the village? How long that will be? Why bury herself? By the time she unearthed her channel could die, she should face her people with truth. She isn't the only one. Yeah, so, and I don't think so. I don't think so. I think she will surely come out. She will surely come out. There must be something keeping her. She's gone underground. In fact, let's put it that way, like Lucy said, she's gone underground for now. She could still be there in Poland. She's gone underground, but probably the paperwork take a different way, not what she expected. Because obviously, not that because you're married, you just submit paper and they just issued you a paper. No, there has to be some control. They have to see from when you came in and all that. How come from Spain to this place on a tourist visa? Okay, now you're married. Okay, you're married. Your paper, that visa had expired. What do we do with you? Okay. Does this guy has a job? Can we have a contract of his job? Does he have a house of his own? Or yearly tax return? Because if you have a permanent job, obviously you have to be able to provide a yearly tax return. So if he doesn't have a job, a fixed job, then he cannot have that yearly tax return. So that is always something that really prove that the person has a fixed job. So, and if he doesn't have that, I think probably that is why they wanted to cross over to Albania to try through Albania, because if he had that in the first instance, he could have been able to invite her from Kenya directly to Poland. She could have taken a Polish visa to enter Poland instead of going through Spain. So, but that wasn't there. So that's what I see there. Lead for Sweets, welcome. Thank you for joining the show. Thanks a lot. Kazan, Dr. Cheryl Cottle, good. Thanks for asking. Hope you two are doing well. Yes, that's true. So Coco Grace, yes. BBTV React, yes. D enjoying in Poland and people killing themselves. D is on the ground enjoying herself. She is on the ground enjoying herself at the BBTV. She really dealt with Carol. So if the likes of Carol have to deal with that, fine for her. Because when she went on her own channel and asked all her subscribers, go and report her and come back. I remember that day she had more than 600-700 people. And they were going like multitude, reporting. So I can imagine, when she did that, it's like, but time to pay back time for her too. So that's exactly how the thing goes. Yes. So Nikki, we have it all wrong. Pero has saved enough money to pay her bride price. They are in the village buying cows with Machete Man. Really? Nikki, you think she's in the village? Are you sure? Are you sure, Nikki? Maybe TV deportation don't happen in a day. Even before the deportation, even when she knows that they want to deport her, she will run away. If when they serve her the first paper, report so time, she will think, should I go? Maybe if I go, they put me in the plane. Okay, hey, Europe extra large. Oh yeah, let me take Ben Johnson. She will run. Nobody will come and you have a way to save yourself. And you said, oh, come and take me, let me go. No, they will run. She will run. At most, she will go back to the same Spain. And that brings me back to the same thing that I said earlier. I said, Spain now, they have offered an asylum to people, undocumented immigrant. And she even came in from there, saying, if I were her, I would abandon this guy, go there and queue up and take my paper without any commitment, without spending money that she'll be here feeding the whole family. It's not going to go around. Underground D, private eyes, we are watching out. Okay. So Kazan said, I am fine, thanks. Yes. So BBTV said, Vico, we know how the thing go. D is not deported. No, it's not deported. He's hiding somewhere. He's gone underground. Something would have happened to close her, lock her up inside the small a little bit, or some smoke, maybe, small pinch somewhere. Then she said, now let me hide myself. Maybe Pedro and the family would have said, please, before you come and put our ass outside, because if something happened to Pedro, can also be involved too. Because if everything is discovered to be mago, then Pedro too, for assisting her too, he too will be in trouble. His family could be in trouble. So Pedro can say, please, just hide your ass first. Please, please, please. That's what I said. What about Vico? It's all Nikki's fault. Nikki kidnapped Machete Man, stole the cows and all the money from the village. No wonder that there is no bright money. Hyena now has to do all on YouTube. Guys, the world of Ragu is always very, very funny. Very funny guy. If you guys watch his program, you will love him because he will create so much fun. He's like this. He's like this. That is true. That's true. That's a good idea too for the Ragu. I buy that idea too. It's good. So Namaste Serangela for greetings from your Hanse friend. Okay. And Monique, if anything, they ask her to leave the country. They didn't put her in cuffs and put her on the plane. And no. Well, right away. No, they won't do that. Well, it will take a procedure because right now, at least she's done that marriage right now. So it can take a while. It can take a while, even though it's real or not real. They need to do findings before they could take her out. So probably there could have been some rejection about the paper or some sort of letter sent to her and she need to study that paper. And she feels maybe the parent could say, okay, you have to slow down first for the moment. Let's see how we can resolve the problem. So that's what I see there. So Kazan said, Vico, GM had two choices. One, use spouse visa type D via Albania, where Pietro went to fix the papers, in my opinion. Or two, return to Kenya and hopefully get a re-entry to Poland with the spouse visa. Yeah, but the spouse visa, if he has to get it from Kenya, a parent must have a job, must have a fixed job, must be able to provide his tax clearance, at least a yearly, 1 year tax clearance, because it's through that fixed job that he can get that. So most of embassies, they ask for that tax clearance, yearly tax declaration, and that will come from somebody that has a fixed job. It's possible Pietro doesn't have it. If Pietro had it, he could have invited her directly from Kenya. She could have gotten Polish visa from Kenya and fly direct to Poland. So it's possible Pietro doesn't have it. So what they're doing now, they're just managing the situation, managing today, this side, tomorrow, they don't even know exactly where to go to. So this is what I see there. There's confusion here. There's confusion here because the papers are not papering. The papers are not complete. That's what I see here. So Nikki, I think she is regrouping. She suddenly realized that she has been oversharing. Yes, she overshared too much information she gave out there, which was really, really bad. Yes, the world of Ragu soon In Cinema Nikki, the unholy Cinderella, a story in a 3 acts episode, The Haunted Village, when Nikki happened as ghost to kidnap. Ragu, man, you're just going to throw us under the carpet here. Man, you make us laugh and suddenly we're all going to become a hyena here. So, anyway, I'm Ragu, you've been keeping the chat real. Too hilarious. I bet you have a funny bones. So much fun. All your comments. Yeah, he's always like that. Very lively. Most of the shows that he's in is very lively. His own shows do the same thing. You laugh and crack your ribs. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Oh, wow. Kazan. Hey, today, not today. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot. Thank you, darling. Thanks a lot. Wow. Let's see. Okay. Yes. So what happened there is that, okay, what the regular said, Nikki, payback on my channel forthcoming. That's a trait or a promise. Promise, she will visit you. She will visit your channel. She will visit your channel. What the regular, no problem. Here we have trusted, reliable people here. Intelligent reactors here. Intelligent reactors here. So you can count on any person here joining your show. Everybody here is highly responsible. So you're welcome, Father Rago. So I'm Lucy Eskazan and BBTV D when hiding to come out with a viral content and people thinking she's in Kenya. No, she's not in Kenya. She will stick around there. I'm very sure it's possible they save her one small letter that boom, that made her, closing a little bit. I'm sure they would have given her one small letter. Maybe this one she filed is not right, or maybe this one, and maybe the guy could have said, okay, now we go to Albania, or maybe from Albania they needed some papers or something. There's something that could have made her shut in a little bit, but to come out later, but probably it comes out. It may come out well. We wish her well. We want her to have the paper, also have the Muzungu baby. What can we do? But some Muzungu babies, they turn out like Obama. It's not all the Muzungu babies that are really Muzungu. She can also take example like the nephew, because the nephew, that's just the beginning. He's going to get complete Obama black, completely. There are kids like that. The kids like that. It's not all that really come out. So when they say Muzungu, so I just look and laugh at them, So the world of Ragu, yes, okay, I will. And let's see, Pacifinder, I think she's pregnant, but she wants to keep it secret for 3 months, then come back to tell us for mega views. Well, we remember that Miss Trudy on how many viewership she made when she came out. So with that, how many content has she dropped now? I think more than 1 million viewers she had on those 3 contents, more than maybe 1.5 million or so. So probably she wants to take that route, but then she needs to protect what she has at home. She's still sending money for that building. She needs to provide for Pietro and family. She's taking care of them. She has to do everything there. So she has to bring out content. That's what I say there. So, and Baby said we all got those small letters in one way or the other. Today, we are gallant in Europe. Yes, that's what I'm saying. I said probably they shock her a little bit with one small letter, and she got disorganized, tumbled, started shivering, and didn't know what to do. And maybe the boyfriend too shaking too. Hey, better you slow down. I don't want any problem and all that. You're talking too much, because is that talking too much? That one will scare everybody, will scare the guy's family. He's talking too much. So indirectly, he's working already without even a resident permit, because when she stays there, go on her channel, and the money is coming in. So she's making earning directly there, right in front of the world in Poland. From the internet line that they use, if they want to check, they will check that period she was there, sitting right there and making her content and making money without paying tax, without even having a resident permit yet. So I think she did a lot of things, too much in her head. She could have just slowed down because most times all these papers, something, most people, they won't even tell you, even till the day they go to, for swearing in to take the paper. They won't tell you when they come out, after swearing in, they come out, or the day they collect the passport, that they will even bring it out and show somebody. Most people will not tell you nothing. They won't say nothing. So, but for her, I was shocked that she's making so much noise. Too much noise. And everybody said, no, this thing is not real. So why the noise? So, and Rago said, I know where those people can't keep anything secret. They have diarrhea mouth. Yes, that's the truth. That's the truth, Monica. And Ragu said, I know where she is. She is in Germany, pretending to be an Oyubo Pepe sister. But her German was with bad accent. So they sent her to Russia. But there, she didn't. They sent her to fight in Russia. Then she came back through Ukraine. Then from Ukraine, here we are in Poland junkyard. It's so funny, guys. So Bibi said it's a gamma so important that the people going gaga when she said she's going off YouTube. Well, it's not that I don't think people are really going gaga about it. It's just that the story has been there because she's been, advertising herself, selling herself off, and the people every day are just ready to. Man, content is content. Everybody wants to bring out content where the real story is coming out from. Everybody wants to, it's a period for everybody to gain. It's just like when the brother invented the resurrection, and that resurrection, and even Michael Ponte and iVenture too. They all came in. Everybody came in. iVenture ran that about how many episodes? 4 episodes, and it was so good. And invented like that podium for circus, and with the Mora wearing a red and white stripe and dancing with the caps. It was like a film theater. It was so nice. I was every day, and I'll put on the TV so that I can really see well. So the production was really, really good, perfect, and he made a lot. So it's an opportunity nobody will run away from. So, and Monica said, TV Trudy didn't tell people she was going off. No, she didn't. Anyway, for her own, it will take time because. Having gone through that for like 6 times, sometimes you are so detached from many things, and sometimes some of the drugs you are on for fertility too, sometimes it makes you a little bit, it gives headache too if you don't know how to combine the dosages too. So all these are things, all what she said there, she did that injection, this one, all that I had done it. So, so that's why when I saw it, I said, wow. It happens, some people they have it and it comes easy, and some people you have to go through miles. So it's part of life. Yeah, it's part of life. It's part of life. So, and some people go only the first time and it click, and even when it click, it become triplets, and they go through it. And whereas one person who will stay for 10 years, 15 years before it will happen. So that's life. But her own, well, we don't really know her own state, how it is, but we still wish her luck. Hello, Informer. Welcome to the house. Thank you for joining the house. Thank you. Thank you. So, Informer, hi, Vico. Yes, welcome. And BBTV, Monica. Yeah, that's true. And the Trudy story, is very different from hers. Yeah, that's true. It's very different from her own, yes. But because her own, we don't know whether she had any problem or she doesn't have a problem. We don't know. Yeah. But if I were her, guys, I think we should advise her when she start processing this paper, the Polish paper. Normally, there are spaces they ask you whether you have children before, how many children, you can include the name of the children. So wherever she is, if she's watching this video, if that baby girl in the village is yours, please, when processing the paper, include her name too, so that by the time you get your own pali, the child will also have the pali. Okay, G. So it's a message. It's just to help you. We're educating you. We don't hate you. We don't hate any person. But when we see the least chance to educate, inform, we can always do it, isn't it, guys? That's it, how it is, because we are here. We know how the system works. So if that baby is hers, please, filling the form, processing the form, this is always the best time to include the name of your children. is your child, add the name. Do not hide from Pietro or whatever. Tell Pietro, me, I have a baby at home and I want to include the name there. Fill her name there. With that one, when you're getting your passport, the child will get automatically the passport as far as he's underage. As far as the child is underage. If it's over 18, then it will be too late. So I think that child, before he could get to 18, she would have had the passport. If it takes 10 years to get a passport, the child is 8 years now, then at least that child should be entitled the same time that she has it. So we wouldn't have to go through another process in another life to look for a passport. So that's what we can advise thee to do for that child. Not hiding the child that you don't have a child is important. So Kazan said, Vico, I still believe Pietro went to Albania for spouse visa application purposes, and Dimon will now get official legal re-entry via Albania, which is a non-EU country, which is perfect route than Kenya. That's true. I still hold to that belief. That's why I said, for me, I believe she's on transiting. She's transiting somewhere. That's how I put my own, that she's transiting somewhere. So it should be in that process of getting that, because if not, why go to Albania to do content, go to all the abandoned property and show, hey, look at this place. Hey, look at the German way here. Hey, look at this. What is there in Albania to see? There's nothing there to see. And in Albania, there's corruption there, deep corruption there. So I think for them to have opened a window for them to be able to do things like that over there, well, it will profit somebody like D. D is in need. And Piotr cannot fulfill the standard role to send his working paper and all that to Kenya for her to process the visa from Kenya. So this is about the only route left right now. But anyway, let's see. Maybe towards the end of next week, because if it's 15 working days for the process of the visa from there, 15 working days, let's see, maybe by then she would have had the visa, she would have come in, and she will blast the internet again. Hey, yeah, hey, this is we will see, but we'll be happy for her. That's what I see there. So now, Mr. Word of Rego, expect you in the post, but only, okay. Former Angela, my dear friend. Yes, hello, it's Peter from Albania. Why would he look papers for her there? Because he hasn't got the means. He doesn't have a job, guys. Monica, wake up. Peter doesn't have a job. Peter is a jobless man. The brother went to pick another jobless one from Argentina junkyard. The sister too went to Polish junkyard to pick another one. They're just uprooting all the poor Muzungus and bring to Africa. You have a mansion in Africa. You go there, so many responsible white people. Why don't you go with them? There's so many responsible ones. You're going to go with one small boy that is sleeping with the dog with a chain and wearing one jeans. My God, there's so many responsible white people, Muzungu. So why do this? So this is the problem, go and bring somebody that doesn't have a paper. How can he help you? Doesn't have a job. How can he help you with the paper? Because even while processing the paper too, once she has that first, residency permit, I do not know by the time they want to renew, because it's only 2 years they're going to give her. And after the 2 years, you need 3 years on. Anyway, maybe with that, by that time, she will now officially tell them that she has a job, she's a YouTuber. Then they will check on what she's earning. She will pay tax, not this one in Kenya that they don't pay tax. Then that money will be cut into, they will check how much she's earning in a year. Then when she see that kind of money going out of her pocket, then she would think straight. Because for me, if I were her, like I said, that Spain, they just made a new law to give non-documented immigrant paper. If I were her, I could have just abandoned this route. This route is going to give her problem. It can last up to 10 years. Whereas, and even that 10 years, she'll be spending money for these people. The whole family. Whereas, Sidra, hello, darling. Welcome, Sidra. Thanks a lot, my honorable member. Thank you, Sidra. Thanks a lot for joining. Thanks a lot. Okay. Passage Finder said she will run back to Kenya when she starts to pay taxes. Of course, she will run back because she thinks you can escape tax in this Europe. No way. Nowhere. She will pay up to the last penny. They will check everything because obviously now it will be through her own job. Once the husband they get the first paper, it will expire in 2 years. When it expires in 2 years, she now apply for the one for 3 years that will last till that 5 years. And who knows, after that 5 years, maybe they can say, oh, they have extended the period for you to apply for passport, for citizenship. You have to apply for citizenship first before passport. And that citizenship process can take even 1 year, can take another 1 year. So from that 5 years, another 1 year, that is 6 years, then you can now apply for the passport. So close to 6.5, 7 years. And now I learned somebody that just had their passport recently. Said he had a friend, they said it's 10 years that the person waited, that all together was 10 years. And it was through marriage too. So it's every day the thing keeps getting, more difficult. So Namesta, yes, Lilipad, Ispero, unemployed, both of them dependent on government, meaning more stringent rules to abide to. Yes, that's why the most governments now, how can they give you visa? You come in and become a burden to them when your husband does not have a job or your wife does not have a job. You don't have a job, you are bringing somebody, a spouse, and you want us to be feeding that spouse again for you. And in the process, that spouse will have a child for you too, and we too will still be feeding. So that's why most of the governments are trying to run away. They block that side, that the man must have a job, must earn. I think there's a certain level the person must earn, because like here, I think a spousal visa, the person must earn after tax. They remove everything, at least not less than 2,600 or 2,800 when they remove the taxes and everything. So in total, the person would have maybe through the pay package through 3,000 and a half or so. Then after tax and everything, maybe 2,008 remaining. So without that, how are you going to live? Because maybe the person doesn't have a job, you have to pay rent. You have to pay rent, you have to pay light, you have to pay gas, you have to pay tax and all that stuff. So what is remaining? So why should you bring a burden to your country? Nobody will want that. Nobody wants that. So Namesa, yes, bro, yes, Monica, but how could you get papers in Spain? That is not how countries give a residency. She has never lived in Spain. Yeah, she never lived, but at least she had a visa there. She had a visa there. Then one way or the other, she could have been able to maneuver there, because once she has got that paper, whether for 1 year first, and after that she'll be renew in 5 years time, she will apply for that passport. It wouldn't be a problem. You wouldn't need to pay, you wouldn't need to spend, go through what is going to go through with this one, feeding the whole family, look at where they're living and all that. Do you call that life? That is no life, man. It's a low life. If somebody else were to be in that situation, hey, I tell you, Monfest will spoil the person. Well, deep will insult the person deep. If she will insult the person deep every day, guys, look at the place. Look at the place. Why are they fond of going to junkyard to pick up people? The brother pick up one day from a junkyard all the way in Argentina. This one to junkyard, as if they can't find something better. There's so many things. There's so many Muzungus, responsible Muzungus, as if they can't find something better. Why this ones? Pick up, man. It's a horrendous. What should I even say? So Sidra, darling, thanks a lot for the support. Sidra, thank you very much. So Angela, well, let me get home, guys. See you all later. Thumbs up. Yes, like the show before you leave. Just hit the like button. Thank you for joining. Thanks a lot. What time is it? Am I running outside time? 22:57. Okay, very soon we'll call it off. We'll make it 1 hour. Yes. So Monique, it is life for her. Maybe she is living her best life. She took what she could get. Yeah, I think so. There was no other alternative. That's why she got that one. And who knows how she got that one? Could it have been through Black Forest, a friend in Germany? Or could it have been through somebody else? We never know. We will never know. But all the same, I wish her luck. So Lilipad said Poland now regarded as Central Europe and at the same time subjected to Brussels. Yes, that's true. That's true. So she's going to find it a little bit, and the interior part of it. It's not that it's even in the bigger city you're living. Just, I don't know, man. Kazan Steve Petro wrote a lot of babushka. Let's have mercy on DM. Immigration is not a joke. People go nuts sorting those papers. DM messed exposing her status instead of keeping quiet. That's it. She could have just mellowed down, keep quiet a little bit, process or something. You didn't need to come out here. We all know this thing is not straightforward something. And you know, if it were straightforward, the guy had a good job, everything could have come directly from Kenya. The visa could have come directly from Kenya, direct to Poland. But because he doesn't have a fixed job, it's simple. Even a blind man will see that. If not, why do you have to go around? And you're here every day, sitting, talking. Jesus Christ. Spilling the bean. This. How could you even say that's the police office? And my mother-in-law is working here in case somebody want to come after me. He should know this is where my mother-in-law is working. This is the police office. How could you do that? Just put the woman on the camera, the whole world. Man, even if the woman were to be a police officer, or is she a cleaner there? Can also be a cleaner there. Can also be a cook in their restaurant there, guys. We know all this, the tingo here. So the man cannot, he cannot shake us in any way. We know everything. So what did she said? She passed through, they drove past with the last time they went with the mother-in-law and the brother-in-law. They drove past one office and she pointed, oh, that's the police station here. My mother-in-law is working here in case any person want to come after me. You should know my mother-in-law is working here. That, you know, she was pointing. And I said, is this girl crazy? You're just exposing these people completely wrong. You could put them into trouble. My God. If it's not something genuine. What is wrong with her? What's wrong with her mouth? That's why I keep saying zip up, zip up, zip up. It's not everything. You spill out. Yeah. Yeah, Kazan said, Lilipad, good information. Yes, Monica, what did she said? Yes, I've just said that. Vico, my theory is Dee didn't want her feet on purpose. Now they are all addicted to that cheese aroma that she provides. And she is tied up on a kitchen table. Maybe that is why she's now online. Yes, she's always on that small table or on the small room there. And I think she's feeding all of them. They had no washing machine there. She just bought a washing machine right in front of the audience. Everybody saw when they brought the washing machine. She was opening the carton. She just bought she bought the I think the wardrobe too. She bought it. Then the electric cooker flat there. She did all that. Then the bed too. We saw when they bought the bed. They fixed that bed too. So she bought a bit of everything to organize the place at least. But then it's an old abandoned house. World of Ragu. It's an old abandoned house. You know how old abandoned, like an abandoned farm, how they look like in Europe. You know, a lot of muco and all that. So partition the room, they put like wooden partition there. You can see that is a fresh wood that you have to slide the door to open. And the small bed here in the center. And she's sitting right inside the bedroom on the bed there, making video. Everybody see where you sleep. At least your last resting place for the day. Oh my God. So I think waking up, sitting there, it's something heavy. Robbie, hello, welcome to the house. Kazan, please support my channel. Yes, Kazan, please support Sidra, please, guys. Guys, please support Sidra, please, guys. So, and Robbie, how are you, darling? Welcome to the chat. But my subject oneself to such a misery. Why subject oneself to such misery for sake of papers? It's just unfortunate that she has no qualification or other skills apart from a YT to survive. But all the same, we wish her good luck. Yeah, that's it. All the same, I wish her good luck because subjecting yourself in that kind of a situation in this winter, everybody can see the snow, how high the snow was in that area. And even they said, even they don't have a regular bus from there to go to the city. They don't have a regular bus. They said maybe the bus passes there maybe once in 2 days. Then with the snow and all that stuff, except we called somebody to come and pick her. And what sort of a life is that? And she said, "Oh, this is my new life. I'm not married. I like it. I'm a country girl. I like countryside girl. I like it here. How can? Even we that has been here for years, when it's so cold like this, we're tired, we're looking for a way to go and take sun. And you come and just lie low like that, taking care of, give a chicken food, and after that you give the dog food. And after, man, is that life? No, there's something absolutely not right here, guys. There's something not right here, guys. So Tembi, welcome. How are you, darling? Thanks for joining the show. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thanks, guys. Hit the like button, guys. Hit the like button. Monica said, hit the like button, guys. Thanks a lot. So, Kazan Monica first her Schengen visa via Spain sold her out, and also her claims online for passport and travel. The DM would have to sort the expired Schengen visa because marriage does not sort fix it. Yes, another thing is that if she had also gotten married shortly before the expiration, then she could have filed it. And if once she had filed it before the expiration, then it's still something good for her. But then they have to review what she filed. That is why, because for her, she could think immediately after the marriage that they were going to issue her the resident permit. No, they will review everything from how she came in, through her passport, the first entry, port of entry. And mind you guys, EU is using almost the same computer now, immigration system. So they can see that she came in as a visitor. Okay, now you're married. Okay, now you're married. Okay, now we have to ask other questions too. We have to ask about, a lot of things. So, and probably they would have given her one small letter that scared her, that she decided to go bunker, go underground. That's what I'm thinking. Because most times, they serve you a letter. Maybe with that, she can take a lawyer to straighten out what she could not straighten out. Because sometimes if she goes there now, she start running her diarrhea mouth, she wouldn't even know when she messed up. So somebody like that needs to be guided by an immigration lawyer to take care of that. So I think at this point, I want to believe she's in that process in between, that transiting line, and whether it's through the Albanian side or through their own side where she deposited the paper. But I think when she deposited the paper where they are, probably didn't go well. Then the husband now went to that Albanian side. I think so, because initially, guys, remember, she said, I'm going to have to go back to Kenya because they said I have to add the name of my the name of my husband in my passport. So, and they want me to go to Kenya to do that. And then we all said, is there no Kenyan embassy in Poland? And somebody said, no, but they have in Berlin or so. They have in Germany. They have in Berlin. And from where she is to Berlin is not far. She can take a bus, at most 4-hour drive. You go there and come back on train. So that's where all the problem started, because she did not, cross-check everything. She's supposed to have cross-checked everything before setting out, and not just being in a hurry to get in there. You get in there and then you find yourself with all this confusion. We know how this system works. Sometimes it takes time. That is why when it starts like this, before she can even get the residency permit, then at the end of the day, she will spend up to even 10 years there. 10 years before she could get that passport. If I were her, wisely enough, man, you just abandon this one. Go to Spain there and hang out there. Because no how, you find your way, even if they say it's people that have stayed more than 6 years or 5 years or 4 months. You get there, you find your way, and then you get that paper. And it will cost her almost nothing. But this very one now, she'll be feeding that family for that 10 years. She hasn't seen nothing. And these people, when they come to business, it comes to money, they don't give a damn. They will drill her, drain her. They don't give a damn. They will drain her to the end. Even in front of her, they'll be abusing her in their language. They'll be abusing her in their language and she won't even know. She's just sitting there right there. Close yourself. It's like you bring yourself, imprison yourself inside that small one room. Is she normal? That's strange, honestly. Because when you look at the environment itself, it's irritating, honestly. So Steve said Kazan DM is the boss lady, she knows way too much to get advice. Only the older brother's advice is common sense. Yeah, that's true. That's true. For her, she knows too much. I think she listened more to the brother. She listened more to the brother, a little bit to the brother. So it's like what my brother couldn't get from Pauline. Okay, me too, I'm going to get it. So a lot of similarities in a competition among them. So what my brother couldn't get through Pauline, because that was what the brother wanted to use Pauline for. But Pauline was one small, crookish, smart girl. She wanted to come to America on a free ticket, and she was there. But she refused to come with him to Africa because Pauline said he persuaded her to come, just come to Africa. You have everything. Africa is beautiful. Just come to Africa. So, but Pauline didn't want. But when he mentioned America, Pauline said, hey, I am here. Take me. Send me ticket money. Who wouldn't want to go to America? So he wanted to use Pauline, but Pauline outsmarted him. And that was why when they got to America at the end, it didn't work out. And he felt probably iVentures was trying to stop them. And because iVenture had questioned the girl, how old are you? And he started talking. And from the beginning, he said he didn't, she didn't love him. She didn't like him. He didn't like him. And with that, he asked Pauline to refund the ticket money, the $1,000 that he sent for her for the ticket. Mora actually asked that girl to return the money. He asked the girl to return money. That's why sometimes I fear. I say one day maybe he'll tell Roro, I've spent so much for you. I want all my money back if you want to go. I think he can one day, he can get to that level. So Lillipad, yes, Albania is so much further south. Isn't Slovakia, Hungary, Romania better options? Come on, people. No, because Slovakia, Hungary, Romania, they're all under European Union. Only Albania, Montenegro, which other one? Another one there around that area that is not yet under EU, but they're still working towards joining the EU. They're still in the processing part of it. But this other one, so in Slovakia, it will be difficult. Hungary, it will be difficult. Romania, it will be difficult. So I think that is why they went all the way to Albania. And it depends how she's going to get to Albania to get the visa, because she needs to be there personally to get it, to get the visa. They can apply online. The husband can apply online for her, but she needs to pick it up, get in there. And when she gets in there, they stamp her there, then she take that visa now. Then maybe from there, the husband will now take her to their embassy there. The embassy there could stamp for her. Then she now coming. So the procedure seems a little bit, not even a little bit, complicated, sort of. It's something that nobody should wish to get into in this modern Europe. It's a difficult thing. It's a difficult thing. It's a difficult thing. I don't know who advised her, or they just go under, without thinking, controlling anything. So Montenegro is already in Eurozone. Okay. Then it's recently. Recently. It should be recently, because I know they were with Albania. They were all, it was the time they applied for it. They were all waiting for it, and I think Biden even went to Albania that time, and even the European Union, most people now, even from our side, they made agreement to ship in all the prisoners there. They have spaces there, and they will be paying them, like renting their jail place to put, because it will cost less. And the deportees too, it's supposed to put them in Albania. From Albania now, they distribute them to their countries. That is when they finish their sentences. So Albania, they have space for that, and they needed the money too. So that's what we know. The passage finder vehicle, they give her pork to eat, and she don't even know. I bet they were laughing at her. Obviously, they were laughing at her. Obviously, they were really laughing at her. But why don't they? She's not a Muslim. So what is wrong with pork with her? It's only that their Sabbath church that they don't eat pork, and yet they do other bad things in that village, because that place is, she's a Muslim, or she's a Christian and not a Muslim. So even though for me, I don't like it because of the cholesterol that is there. Finish. Apart from that pork, I don't have problem with anybody eating, but for me, I'm trying to control my cholesterol level. So, okay, Steve now GM is in Europe. She will know the thing. Yes, that's true. She has to tame her ego with all the right papers, or not. EU offices are a nightmare to many people due to indirect racism and hatred. Oh, trust Poland. Poland, those people, they are real bloody racists. I tell you guys, all of them. Even when they smile at you, they're looking at you like this straight, like that is like that communist life from when they were taken over, when they were under communist rule, Russia. It still remain after them. They do not trust anybody. If you have close contact with these people, then you understand what I'm talking about. I've seen them. I've seen them all, and I can. I know how they are. So that's why when I see her, I just laugh. Especially inside the village, I say, "Oh my God! If it were even in the bigger city, it could have still been better. But inside that village, only you alone in that village. If something were to happen, you can't even defend yourself. My God, just for paper." And you've been traveling 70 countries with your a Kenyan passport. You're able to get visa to go to all the places you're going to. So why go to hide inside that place? It's like a cave. It's like a cave, an abandoned cave. And I'm sure, very sure, maybe within the ratios of maybe 100 kilometers or 50 kilometers around, it's possible she's the only black person there. I mean, you have to go to a big city. Take your Mozungu to a big city and not a small place. What do you get from that small place? If anything were to happen, who will rescue you? It's just like when she went with him to that abandoned place for them to camp, to sleep. But if something were to happen, they'll even think that she's even the one trying to harm the guy. They'll protect the guy more than him. More than him. So that's it. So, former yes, welcome, Kazan. Maureen, thanks a lot for joining the show. Maureen, how are you doing? Welcome. She's just very disrespectful girl that has no manners at all. Honestly, no manners at all. So that is something. And the Vico GM will spend heavily due to language barrier and use of translators who are paid per hour and workload. Pietro must also be milking his cash cow in the process, obviously. Even the mother and all of them, before her, they will be abusing her, and she will need to go to that language school. And that language school is not easy. That a language like that is not easy. Before she can even be able to speak a little bit and write, maybe it will take her 2 years. And maybe depend on the level that they want her to study, that can also be good enough for her for the passport too. So all that she has to take into consideration. And that school, if they send her there, it will be probably the one organized by the local government, in which you have to show participation that you were going there. I mean, it's like a normal school. She will not skip it while doing her YouTube. She won't skip it. Oh, anyway, maybe like weekends she can travel and do her YouTube round better. It's a difficult process for her. If I were in her shoe, I will try to navigate this Spanish one, that there's this general amnesty now. I will navigate that way, and I would have taken that way, because that's one. You go as a free person and not with this Pietro by the side and the family. This one, the path may be longer, will be longer, and in the process, they'll be milking her and milking her. And at the point when she decide she doesn't want to cooperate, they'll say, okay, we don't cooperate again. You know, they'll force her. She'll even pay more from whatever they would have agreed. They will suck her dry. She doesn't know where she is. These people, man, the people are wonderful people. Me, I know them. I've had close contact with them. And many people that have had close contact with them, they know how they are. So that's exactly what it is here. So, Kazan said, remember to drop your likes, please, to support Vico. Thanks a lot, guys. Thanks a lot, guys. Thank you. So, all of Ragovico and chat, I will be wandering the streets a little. Was nice seeing you all, wishing you a great weekend, and I shall return soon. Thanks a lot, World of Rago. Thanks a lot for the super slap. Guys, please let's support a World of Rago. It's one of our own. Good guy. Great guy. Thanks a lot, Rago. So you have a wonderful day, and We see again soon, okay? Amida, hello. Where have you been, Amida?
Hey,
Is
hallo.
it-
Hoe kan ik
is
je van
it-
dienst zijn?
Man, this is Siri. Siri, stop talking. I'm not talking with you, Siri. Stop distracting me. Siri won't let me rest. Bye or Maureen, you promised to come to Manchester. Yes, I promised to come to Manchester. I'm supposed to even come even this period, but my friend lost the mother, so she's traveling home. She's traveling home. So that was why me. I still remember you. I still remember you. She lost her mother, so I think she's traveling. Okay, Easter they want to bury the mother. That's when she's traveling. If not, her house is like my house. It's an open door, and here too is her house. It's a friendship we've cultivated for almost 35 years, 35, 40 years. Sometimes we fight there. And the husband and the daughter, the husband will tell the daughter, don't get into their matter. You know, they know themselves before we came into their lives. He said, don't interfere. Just allow them and they will make up their, So, and when you say, what do we fight about? Maybe food, what do I eating? And I saw my friend, you eat too much. Look at your stomach. Why is your stomach so big? Hey, Vicky, it is you that want to be slim. Just leave my fat alone. So, and the husband will tell the daughter, hey, don't come in. They know themselves before we ever came into their lives. So it's a good friend, good friend. So guys, well, thanks a lot. Namaste, cheers, World of Regu, yes. So Namaste, Fax, Lilipad, yes. So Kazan, Namaste, and Maureen, Informa, thanks a lot for today. Kazan, thanks a lot for this lab and the World of Rago too. It was really, really nice. Lilipad, Monica, and man, everybody that was here. Even if I don't mention people's name, please forgive me. Tembi, thanks a lot. I am Lucy, thanks a lot, guys. Baby TV was saying, Sidra, my member, thanks a lot. Now, Mr. Sidra Kazan. Okay, Steve too was here too. Angela too. Nikki, yes. Lilipat Kazan. Thanks a lot, guys. So we see you again in the next. Bye bye. Love you guys. Bye bye.